welcome back to Monster Train. It's Thursday, so you know what that means. It's just you and me for the next 6 or 7 hours or so. Just you and me, YouTube. We're gonna play a little Monster Train, got the recordings for the week to do. Then, depending on when we finish... What am I gonna do with the rest of my night? We're starting with Primordium tonight. Soul Guard was the last one. For you, it's been 1 day. However, for myself, it has been 1 week since you looked at me. But yeah, we'll see what I do with the rest of my night. We'll see what time we finish up, starting this bright and early, 10:40 p.m. Getting it going. Getting into it, getting into the mood. First run of the night, you know, I do really enjoy, like this style is a lot more, like, recording in a big chunk is really nice, basically. Quick drink of water, and let's begin. Primordium today, we are against Double-Barreled Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Seraph the Temperate with an Anti-Umbra Assault Molten Encasement Engine upgrade start. Exile Umbra default melting. Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna see if it's loud outside right now. That's pretty quiet. I'm gonna open the window, it's a little warm. Let's begin. Shall we? Firestone Housing or Drop Cage? I don't like Drop Cage that much. Firestone Housing is really nice, especially if we see aggressive edible. Last night on stream I did a little Exile champion training. I played the champions that I feel the worst about in Exile, which were Primordium, Wendleton, and Soulguard. I will share with you now my insights on Soulguard, or sorry, not Soulguard, Primordium. I played 3 runs of Soulguard. Oh my god, 3 runs of Primordium. This guy, the champion we're playing. And what I found after a little thinking is I think that Stalwart Snack is the Brawler Prince to akin this to Hellhorn, where starting Stalwart Snack is terrible. Like, this is really, really awful. However, there are some cases where if your run has a lot of buffs built in, then you can splash it later, I believe. But at its base, at the very baseline, if you go all the way on Stalwart Snack, you get 36-36 over 12 turns, which is just really bad. Aggressive Edible is the best one, and then you can skate by with the Damage Shield one, I think, is what I found. And then if you get the Damage Shield one, you don't full commit to it. You go either 2 in Stalwart Snack or 2 in the other one. I mean, you take no trials at the start anyway. But yeah, you take was the path names of Primordium. I can never handle these. This is aggressive edible. You get the idea, I think. You get the idea. Gonna play nothing here. I don't want to feed Damage Shield. Excellent. I see that the recording session is off to an excellent start. Thank you, Plink. Very cool. Alright, well. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. But no, ultimately what I find is... It's just... What do I even say? What do I even say? It's gonna be a bad night, huh, Monster Train? This is the end of friendly relations. There you go, you did it. Ooh, buddy. And I guess I'm relying pretty heavily on the Plink, however. I think it should be fine. Okay, let me see if I can finish this sentence now. There you go, Plink, you did it. Okay, we're clean, you take nothing here. I think, with Primordium, I think you pick Aggressive Edible as your starter always, and if you don't see it, you pick Superfood. And if you see, you have to see one or the other. And then if you get Superfood, you just spec into whatever the other path they show you is, because making a really strong tank isn't very useful. Take Space Prism. It's better to make a tanking unit do a bunch of damage than it is making a damage dealer super tanky, but maybe you could make it work? I don't know. I think I'll take explosive here. Although we should, I'll take explosive. Double heavies are a little easier with explosive. And then we just grab, yeah, we go right. And you just look for a cheap multi-strike, perhaps? Alright. That would have been a high roll, to be fair. Oh dear. Overgorger is really bad with Primordium, I think. I know what you're thinking, oh, it gorges every turn, but you're losing a lot of gorges because Primordium is 2 space, and you're only getting 1 per round. So you're losing a lot of gorges, and ultimately, the point of Overgorger is +2 permanently. The point of Primordium is he makes a unit very large, so Overgorger doesn't really make any sense here. I will take Morsel Maker. And then we just give Morsel Maker +25, and this takes us through Daedalus. Like this. A 1050 should get us through Daedalus. The Overgorger might be good with one of the other paths, if you're forced down a path that is not great. We have Plink, so this should be fine, but the first turn it isn't fine, we just lose, kinda, so it's probably not worth it for 75 gold. I should look at the map before I make that decision to see if there's a shop coming up. Maybe it was worth it. Depends on if I miss another collector. Dude, what's going on with my brain tonight? I can't finish a single sentence. Oh my. Anything interesting coming up on YouTube? Oh no, I don't think so. I've been playing a lot of team fight tactics lately, and I am looking towards doing something with that in the future. I just don't know what yet. Took that one, but I think it was better. Maybe it wasn't better. And I might, depending on how tonight goes, the order of things that I'm going to do today are as follows. I'm going to first order of business is record these next 7 Monster Train episodes. Make sure Monster Train is set for the week. After that, the next thing on my to-do list is probably getting stream highlights set to upload, and then after that I'm gonna do Slay the Spire. But also I have a test coming up. So there's a lot to do. I have to study at some point. It's tomorrow, but we'll approach that bridge when we get to it. Second Space Prism is less useful here. I think I take Prismal Dust. Prismal Dust is nice. Yeah. Mortal Entrapment is kind of nice. The big problem we're going to see is double heavies. The problem with Mortal Entrapment is it has to be a damaged enemy, and I don't have a great way to damage enemies right now. I think this one's a skip. I want to give the YouTube update because the content has slowed down a little bit as college has become more in swing. I've had less time and such, but hopefully I can pick it back up here pretty soon. A large stone. I could do this, but it's not that good. We're just looking for the multi-strike, right? We look for a multi-strike and then we just... It can probably even just be Morsel Maker as our tank. I know I gave him some suboptimal upgrades, but it doesn't matter too much. We just needed to give him enough health to guarantee survival, but the +5/+10 was probably overkill. I think we pick Stygian and look for Ice Empire. Siren Song is fine. Yeah, I like Siren Song. It's good enough for the next 2 floors, and then it starts to become a less good. Double Barrel Daedalus. Could roll this. I'm gonna chill. Alright. We'll get our multi-strike eventually. No, there's a lot of games that have come out that have been like, The new TFT set's cool. Spelunky 2 is looking pretty juicy. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not sure what I'll do. I can just play mid-floor? I think I just play mid-floor here. It's fine. Like, oh, the problem with playing mid four is the haste, but we healed at the pyre, and there's no reason to risk it. We need our boy to have high health. If our boy doesn't have high health, we find ourselves in a bad spot. Because Daedalus just runs us down. And off these. We'll go ahead and start building up a train steward up here as well. Throw dregs away. And play this for the sound effect. Banger. Oh, it's double barrel. I should have pinged off one of the 3 ones. My bad. Right, so these waves are going to universally cause trouble. Okay, we just play all of this out. Until we see multi-strike, this is problematic. However, it's okay. Like, ultimately, it's not something I'm super concerned about because we took pyre health on the pathing. Thanks, Blake. Should have played the engine upgrade, I guess. I think that we almost always take it here, though. Hey, the Entombed Explosive. Look at that. So we don't even have to take damage here. Very nice. I play it like this, because all we care about is survivability. So the more he heals, the better off we are. 73, yeah. It's... Oh yeah, it's super over. He gets like 9, 10, 11. He gets a lot of rounds. He gets more than enough rounds. A lot of rounds. Yeah, who buddy. It's good though, because we do actually need all those rounds to kill Daedalus, because his damage output is only in the 60s. But we'll hit the multi-strike at some point. Could try, I mean... You want to try to high roll? Could Formless Child, and then we could try... No. I don't like these plays. I know you can do them. People tell me about it all the time. We'll try reforming Primordium. All you have to do is hold over a kill spell. But it's like as soon as you miss your kill spell before turn 3, you just lose. Or at least not lose, but the plan falls apart. But the idea here would be we play Primordium, let him get eaten twice, and then we Umbra assault him. And then you drop a Formless Child and pull him back, and you get a 63. But like, why? Why do it? No reason. Crucible Collector. Okay. The survivability of Morsel Maker is honestly a little higher. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Morsel Maker. It doesn't really matter who it is as long as we hit multi-strike. I'm gonna grab a Paraffin Thug. I'm gonna take a Paraffin Thug and just leave it in as like a for my future consideration. Perhaps it'll be Paraffin Thug that we pivot over to. And then this is probably just draw. We have this for energy, we have Space Prism, and we don't use our space. It's rough. Now, what can be really bad is if there's no Steel Shop in the next 2 rings. We're fine. Let's go removal then. We gotta find the multi-strike at some point, and we approach the bridge of who's getting it. Because on the one hand, Morsel Maker is a very good tank. On the other hand, there's a lot of money here. Trade Stewards are good to get rid of. It's all units, so we don't really need to worry too much. You can clear out some planks with the magic shop as well. Wickless Bear and we already have our 2 choices to pick from. Holdover Umbra Assault's kinda nice for backline. We don't have good backline answers right now. This is fine. You throw plus 20 consume here, and then I'm not going to spend any more money. Well, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop here. You want to stop there because we want to have enough money to roll the Steel Shop for multi-strike, even if we only get the 75 gold from this combat. Like if we miss the collector and everything, which is reasonable to expect. Hold over Umbra Assault, and then I get the combat where I can't make good use of it. Hilarious. Gonna not take the spikes. I don't think it's worth it. The problem with it is it kills Primordium. That's not what we want. Ooh. It's max health, not current health, that gets added to Primordium. In case you were wondering. Hey, double hit the back here, Plank. Alright, you know, Plank, we don't always see eye to eye. And that's because you're a little bitch. Throw a drag here. I'm gonna take a bunch of curses. It's okay. Guess you can argue for energy just because Morsel Maker costs so much. 26. I need to push 6 here and then we get the money. Oh, I guess we could just play Explosive as well. Then we get the money. And we save 1 fire health. That's good. Playing bottom 4 was probably wrong in hindsight. Way better to play mid or top. Except that we're going to take the curses anyway and then put ourselves in a position to deal with it a little better, perhaps. Hey, look at Plank putting in work. We're close to killing him. That's alright. Yeah, we're gonna take it a little bit. Until we see multi-strike, we're exceptionally weak. And this combat is not good for us. Just do this. Let him eat up. On the bright side, we should crush the boss. 85, 75. Doesn't make a difference, so we just Umbra Assault this away. Take the same amount of damage either way. Which is, I think it's 18, it's 19 here? Fine. We have the health to take it. Okay. Like, it really doesn't matter that much. Ah, this matters though. I have no way to kill these 1/5s, and they ping off a lot of damage. Perhaps we're just dead. Wouldn't that be unfortunate? 13, 1, 1. So, best way to do this is going to be Molten Encasement here. And then we put a drag down, and that buys us another round. Yeah, okay. A little close, though. Definitely going to need to play on a higher floor in the future. Like, easy thing to mess up. Oh, play bottom against curses, but we were never going to reach a point where we kill a curse enemy. Anyway. I don't really like any of these. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Engulfed in Smoke might be the win condition. Engulfed in Smoke plus Primordium Paraffin Thug on a floor, and then what's Morsel Maker doing? Nothing? This run has a major problem, as you can probably guess, and that problem is that if I don't find multi-strike, we're doomed. Even if I find it, we might still be doomed. Is the stealth okay, though? Like, I guess we have double Molten Encasement as well, so I'm gonna go for this. And maybe we're just sending Morsel Maker when we find multi-strike? What's it gonna be? You gonna give it to me? Large Stone. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna look for the Large Stone multi-strike dream here. Go burn out one in case it's endless. All we want to not see here is quick. Ah. I see. Well. We got one more chance, but if we don't have it by a foul, we probably lose. Go see this. See what we see. Oh hey, is it? Maybe my noise gate might be a little too high. Someone pointed this out, but I thought it was because my microphone was too far away. But I think I might be getting cut off a little bit. Let me move you a little closer. We don't want these. I'm not a fan. Abandoned Stave isn't worth it here. We don't need the energy. Although 5 energy with Prismal Dust, but we're gonna end up going towards Engulfed in Smoke Holdover -1 probably anyway. But Prismal Dust becomes less good. And also Seraph Sap, not patient. I'm gonna leave it. I think we need to focus on immediate power, although in the long term, Vengeful Staff is probably fine. You know. Just gonna skip, leave it. All right. This is one of the runs where it's like, oh yeah, so the problem with the run is just that we're not powering up. We need to be powering up and we are not. We are going to respect trials. We're going to play very carefully. We have to do as much as we can to survive. Is it raining? It is raining. A nice little gentle rain in the background as well. For your pleasure, although it's probably not being picked up. So we're going to pivot over to Paraffin Thug with Primordium here. Lots of P's in this run. Making a lot of P sounds. Paraffin Thug, Primordium, Pivot. Pa 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 pa. Wow, look at that. Isn't Plink so good? Wow. Damage. I could push another 9 into this, then it's in Plink range. Actually, I could just kill this. Gonna feed this guy a lot of armor, but you kinda gotta. We just have to hope that we can get there. We should. 85. This deck could really use some spells to dig out, or some. This deck could use like anything. Yeah, this deck could use anything helpful. That's what we're missing. A useful card. He's at 95, my mistake. You're at 95, I mean. So we just take 6 and that's fine. 6 is passable. And playing Siren Song is the same outcome as this one. Clear out these cards. This is a deck, the big upside of having Melting as your secondary, standard Melting, is that the deck has a lot of, there's a lot of room for you to just play value, if that makes sense. So I can, I like whatever spell I play has higher value overall to me because we play Steel Boss? Okay. When I add spells to this deck, I see them more often after the first time through the deck, right? You thin the deck out a lot over the course of a run, which is the upside. Hey, good work, Plink. Proud of you. You take off 3 lifesteal here. We should crunch this guy. I would be surprised if we did not. And this would trigger a bunch of damage or a bunch of armor on this guy because I played all these morsels here. I remember. Alright, if we get out of this combat just taking 12, I would mark that a huge success, and it looks like we will. Yeah, very good. Excellent. And we made good enough money. All we have to do now is see 1 multi-strike in our next shot. If we see 1 multi-strike, we should be able to carry this run to a victory. That's all it is. 1 multi-strike. Is it ever Ember Forge? Probably not. Ever Ember Cash? Nah. I don't think so. Crushing Demise is a nice alternative, actually. Fatal Melting's also pretty good. I'm gonna take Crushing Demise. Alright. Just 1 multi-strike here. We've been to 2 steel shops already looking for it. We just need 1 more. Third one is this is the drop rate. At the third one, you should see it. Technically, at the second one, you should see it since it's 2 50/50s. You're going by expected drop rates. You go to 2 shops, you should see one of every item. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm good. Alright, we got there. So the final choice here, we're gonna go magic, probably. I'm gonna throw him a plus 25. 68 health is enough for me to feel comfortable with him never getting 1 shot. But we're gonna mostly rely on stealth, so maybe that was wrong. But also I imagine this is our last steel shop. Toss Morsel Maker now. Morsel Maker, thank you for your service. You got us here. Farewell. And we can toss Plink. Now we just hit double magic shops and we power up on the stealth. We chain stealth. We give a plus 10 to Umbra Assault. We play ourselves top floor and win the game. roughly is the outline of the plan. Might even take space just so we can guarantee top 4. Top 4 setup is really valuable. I will think about it as we get it going here. Good work, Plink. I'm gonna take the energy morsel here. No endless for Molten Encasement is kind of sad. Should be okay though. And I think that there is nothing to really be concerned about. I'm gonna play Prismal Dust at 3. I have a tendency to try to hold Prismal Dust, and it's a big bait. Because at its best, Prismal Dust buys us 1.5 rounds against Fel. In reality, it'll probably buy us a little less than that. We'll go Plink down here. Alright. I wish I didn't do that. I should have just played Umbra Assault. I was hoping to pull a morsel there, but in hindsight I clearly should not have. Plink, as long as it... Let's see. What are the outcomes of Plink? If I play it right now, we got 95 times 2 on your boy up here. If I play Plink and it hits here, you're at 120? Are you at 120? Yeah, okay. The bad cases are when it hits Fel, right? 2 hits here is a save of health, and 2 hits here is a save of health. 1 and 1 is bad, and any hits on Fel make this a waste of our time. So ultimately, I think that playing Plink is wrong. We should play it down here. Yeah, we want to get these guys lowered. Yeah. We now have spells to help us answer the big questions in this deck, which are typically just double heavies. But also, when Fel just randomly... Holy shit, I took 18. I guess I needed to Umbra Assault that. What the fuck? She triple armored a 9-2. I wasn't even looking at that. What the hell? That's crazy. I mean, I play Plink here. As long as it doesn't double strike here, we're winning. Excellent. Get to work on this guy. Is there a good reason to stealth here? Nah, we can play Molten Encasement. Fine. So much armor gain on this combat. I can't punch down the double heavies very easily. Fel's giving too much armor. I'm gonna take a ton from... I might die to this guy, actually. He's threatening a lot of damage. Holy moly, Fel. You can't do this to me. Is this death? What are you at? You're at 10... You're at 1... Oh, buddy. 132. Yeah, I'm dead. What the fuck? I think he kills us. That's crazy. Holy shit. I can't believe I lost that there. I lost that run because Fel armored the same floor 2 times in a row. Or rather, 3 times in a row in 2 cycles. So in 6 rounds, she armored the same 2 enemies, or like the same floor. Holy shit, I've never seen Armor Fel do that. Like, normally you look at that Fel and you go, oh yeah, so she just has like 10 health here and there, no big deal, right? She added 60 health to 2 floors over the course of that fight. And as it turns out, in a run where you're struggling to deal any damage, yeah, shit, dude. The way that you survive that, by the way, is I needed to... I would have lived if I had looked at that 992's health and realized that it was a 932. However, it's so rare for that to happen, where Fel just cycles the same floor 3 times in a row, that I was not ready. I didn't even think about that. Because you don't have to. Normally you don't have to. Normally in a run against Spell Shield Fel, it's like, oh yeah, 10 health here, 10 health here. It's annoying because you can't ping off the backline. It's not like, oh, this enemy has 32 health now. That's crazy. That's very unlucky. Yeah. The other answer to that, of course, is if that Umbra Assault did 13, but instead I had to chain 3 Steel Shops together to find multi-strike, and then it wasn't enough. Tragic. I'm not doing another run. Honestly, I think Primordium might be my least favorite champion at this point. It feels so I don't know. It feels very unfun to play Primordium. I don't like Primordium. Every run feels the same. It's either hit aggressive edible, find multi-strike, make big unit, or it's miss and struggle. And I don't like it. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.